So you can spread out, come into a symmetrical, relaxed position. Take the time you need, arriving, settling in. And as you slow down your breath, each exhale can be an invitation to settle a little bit more, release a little bit more. Letting go of all the busyness of your life, all your mental projects, just consciously setting them aside. And let yourself rest in the simplicity of just being here. And you're welcome to keep your eyes closed or open them as it's useful for you throughout your practice. Let's begin by stretching arms overhead, coming into a big full body yawn, reaching as long as you can through your fingers and your toes. And then interlace your fingers and press out through your palms and flex your feet, reaching through the heels of your hands, the heels of your feet. And then release and bring your right knee to your chest. Give that knee a good squeeze in, maybe a little jiggle or rock, releasing deep into your hip crease. And then straighten the right leg up towards the ceiling, going right to your edge, not beyond it, finding a good hamstring stretch. And then flex and point your foot a few times. Circle your ankle a couple times, both directions. Bend your knee back in. Open your knee out to the right and then straighten part way or all the way out to the side, grounding down through the back of your left leg. Finding just the right amount of effort and allowing yourself to rest at the same time. Let's release, bend your knee and bring it across for a spinal twist. Open out through your right arm, let your knee and shoulder reach away from one another. And then staying in a twist, try straightening your right leg on a low diagonal, right arm on a high diagonal, so fingers and toes are reaching away from one another. And then roll back onto your back. Bring both knees in, take a little circle or rock with your knees, massaging the lower back and sacrum into the floor. And then grab hold of just the left knee. Drop the right leg long, squeeze this left knee in close. Straighten the left leg up, finding your edge. Flex and point your foot a few times. Circle your ankle a couple times one way, a couple times the other way. Bend your knee back in, open your knee out to the left, and then straighten part way or all the way out to the side. Grounding down through the back of your right leg. Release, bend your knee, bring it across. Spinal twist, first with a bent knee. And then straighten the left leg on a low diagonal, left arm on a high diagonal. And then roll back onto your back. Bring both knees in. Take a circle or rock. And then make your way up to sitting. Let's come into a comfortable cross-legged position. Feel free to sit up on something, a blanket or cushion. Take your right arm up, bend it straight back on itself. Grab your elbow and take it back as far as you can, exploring your limits. And feeling around within the shape, seeing what you notice. Release, right arm up. Open it out, take it across, hook with the other arm. Hug it in as close as you can. As you do this, draw back through your right shoulder so you're still square across the chest. And then release, arm out, rotate your thumb to point down, wrap it around behind your back, so back of your hand is at your waist, interlace fingers at the waist, pull the knuckles around towards the front, elbows go towards one another, and then circle your right shoulder. Keeping fingers interlaced, reach both arms back, open up the chest. And you can stay upright or fold forward. Folding might be just dropping your head or coming part way or all the way towards the floor. Maybe reaching your arms up and back away from you. Release, come up, hands to knees, round back. Lean away from your hands on your knees, drop your chin. And then make your way back up. Let's recross the legs so the other leg is in front or on top. Left arm comes up, bend it straight back, grab hold of it, and take it as far back as you can. So going with the real-time feedback your body is giving you, rather than any ideas about how it should be or used to be. Let's release, left arm up, open it out, take it across, hook with the other arm, hugging it in as close as you can. Release, arm out, rotate your thumb to point down, wrap it around. This time when you go to interlace your fingers, try the other thumb on top, knuckles towards the front, elbows towards one another, and then big circles, as big as you can make with your left shoulder. Keeping fingers interlaced, reach both arms back, open up the chest. Folding any amount. Release, come up. Hands to knees, round back. Lean away from your hands on your knees, drop your chin. Roll your way back up, still holding the knees. Pull the chest through. Come to an upper back arch, keeping the back of the neck long. And then round back. Bring your feet to the floor, hands behind the legs. Put some pressure on the backs of the knees so you can round even more. And then roll up from the base of the spine to arch back, but also lean back. We'll go back and forth between these two positions. Exhale, round. Inhale, roll up and arch. Exhale, back. Inhale up. Exhale, back. Inhale up. Now exhale back, release the arms, come down a little lower. Inhale, same arch, but arms come by the ears. Exhale back. Inhale up. Exhale back. Inhale up. Back. And up. Back. And let's come up and hold this last one. Lifting up away from the sit bones. You can decide how much you lean back, how much you lift the chest. And release, round back, holding here. You decide how low you go, working, strong core, but softening, finding ease. And then release. Let's come all the way forward into a high push-up position. Hands shoulder width apart, fingers really spread wide. Step the feet back, whole body in a straight long line. Shift your weight forward to lower down, low push-up. And then come into your back bend. As low or high as feels right for you, cobra or up dog. And then back to down dog when you're ready. Take your time getting into each pose. Here you might pedal out your feet a little bit. Bending one knee as you press the opposite heel towards the floor. Waking up the backs of the legs. As you settle onto 2 feet evenly, heels can be up or down, knees bent or straight. Let's drop the knees, sink back to child's pose. Practicing that as a good option, remembering that you have the option of child's pose, of resting anytime. With your arms out in front of you, walk your hands over to the left, and then pull back through your right hip, stretching right side a little bit more. Come through center and over to the left. Pull back through, over to the other side. Sorry, pull back through your left hip. So now stretching left side a bit more. Come back to center. Let's lift up through table. Come back through down dog. And then walk your hands and feet towards one another. Let's hang in ragdoll. You can bend your knees a little or a lot. Take a sway or shake out. What is there to let go of? You can bend your knees a little bit more and slowly roll up. Take your time, making your way up to standing. Mountain pose. Come up to the front of the mat, finding grounded feet, pushing the feet into the floor to lengthen as tall as you can. We'll take a full A-series sun salutation. Next, inhale, arms sweep high. Exhale, fold forward, swan dive down. Inhaling, flat back. Step or hop your feet back, coming through high push-up, lower down, chaturanga. Come into your back bend, cobra or up dog, and then back to down dog, moving at your pace. And let's take 5 deep breaths in a good resting pose, whether that's down dog, child's pose, sitting, something else. One more deep breath in and out. Come back through down dog and step or hop your feet forward, inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms press down. Again, inhale, arms high. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. Back to down dog. This time from down dog, right leg sweeps up. Bend your knee in and start circling this bent right knee, making the biggest circle possible for your hip joint, exploring your full range of motion. Next time your leg is up, reach it straight, send it a little higher. And then a big step forward, high lunge. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, sink low. Let's grab the left wrist and take it across for a little side bend. Come over to the other side, grab your right wrist, take it across. Back to center, interlace fingers behind your back, lift the chest. Hips low, heart high. Release arms up. Tip forward, standing splits, hands to the floor or to a couple of blocks. We'll do this with hips square. With the upper body letting go like ragdoll. Let your head hang, let your neck release. Stretch that left leg as straight and long and high as you can. One more breath here. Big step back. Warrior one. Inhale, arms up. Settle in. Lifting through the front, dropping through the back so the lower back has space. One more breath. Let's release. Make your way back to down dog, whether you take a vinyasa or just step back or some other movement. From down dog, left leg sweeps up, bend your knee in, and start circling this bent left knee. Next time your leg is up, reach it straight, send it a little higher, and then a big step forward. High lunge, arms up. Hips low. Grab your right wrist, take it over, side bend. Same thing other side, grab your left wrist, take it across. Back to center, interlace fingers behind your back, other thumb on top this time, the way you don't normally cross. Release, arms up. Tip forward, standing splits. Square off the hips. Let your head hang. Can you feel the heaviness of your head dropping? Last breath here. Step back. Warrior one. Finding ease within the effort, 100% effort in what's needed, and relaxing into that. One more breath. Release. Make your way back to a good resting pose. Letting go of everything we just did, everything we might do. Coming fully back into right now. One more deep breath here. Let's come back through down dog. And step or hop your feet forward, inhaling flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms press down. Let's bend the knees and come into chair, Utkatasana. Really strong, engaged, active, what's useful. And softening, letting go, finding ease, even in this powerful pose. One more breath here. Release, fold forward. Inhaling, flat back. Step or hop back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. And back to down dog. Right leg sweeps up, one breath. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Warrior three, shift forward and find your balance. Feel free to adjust anything you need to. You're finding your way in each of these poses, working with what you know, with what's possible. Last breath here. Step back. Warrior one, just one breath. Release through your movement transition. Left leg sweeps up. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Warrior three. Supporting leg can be bent or straight. You can choose any arm position. Can you feel the ends connected, top of the head connected to the right foot? Last breath here. Step back, warrior one. Release, make your way back to a good rest. Settling into stillness. Still very deep, slow breaths. Last breath here. Let's come back through down dog. And step or hop your feet forward, inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, arms up. Inhale, chair. Exhale, straighten. Again, inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop back. Lower down. Up dog or cobra. And back to down dog. Right leg sweeps up. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Warrior three, one breath. Come in. Step right back, warrior one. From here, let's take eagle arms. Right elbow on top of left. Put some pressure between the elbows like you're going to pull them apart. Lean forward, come onto the toes of that back foot, and then step into eagle, Garudasana. Knee on top of knee. Hips low, head high. Last breath. Unwind, half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. You might use a block for your bottom hand or bend your bottom leg. Going towards straight long lines from one arm to the other, from your head to your left foot. All four sides of the torso lengthening. One more breath here. Release. Make your way back to down dog, however you want to get there. Taking the time you need, feeling each moment. When you're ready, left leg sweeps up. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Warrior three, one breath. Step back. Warrior one. Eagle arms. Left elbow on top. And then shift your weight forward, come onto the toes, that back foot, step into Eagle, Garudasana. Hips low, head high, rib cage spreading wide. Last breath. Unwind. Half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. How much can you feel inside this pose? All the sensation, all the input. Last breath here. Release. Make your way to a good resting pose. Any movement transition. Any neutral shape. Last deep breath in and out. Let's come back through high push-up and lower all the way down onto your belly. You can take a little rest, turn your head to one side. Hands can be under your head or back by your legs, finding relaxed position. So you can fully release into the floor. We're going to do a little bit of back strengthening work, and in between we rest. They're both important. The rest is as important as the effort. So turn your head to neutral, reach your arms forward, inch your toes back, inch the fingers forward so you get as long as possible, and then lift up. Doesn't have to be high, but keep going long. Reaching forward through the top of the head and the fingers, back through the tailbone and the toes, as long as possible. Keeping the back of the neck long as well. And then release. Turn your head to the other side, let go. Let's come to neutral. Reach arms forward, legs back. This time take the legs all the way together. Big toes touching, inner legs touching. Reach out to come up. Squeeze the inner legs together. If this is hard, it's probably really good medicine. Inner legs can be very weak, and this is good strengthening work. Keep reaching long, open the arms out to the side, let the chest come up a little higher, a little freer, and then interlace fingers behind your back, reaching back through the knuckles, still squeezing legs together. Arms back out to the sides, back even with the ears, and then let go, rest. Let's bend the knees and reach back for the outsides of the feet or ankles for bow pose. If this does not feel like a good idea for you, don't do it. If you need extra padding under you, feel free to put a blanket or cushion under your pelvis. Kick your legs into your hands, letting your strong legs pull your chest up. Last breath here. Release, come down, rest, head to the other side, letting go. If you want to come up again, same thing, you're welcome to. If that was enough of that, you might take a more gentle belly down back bend like Sphinx or Cobra. couple breaths, as many or few as feels right for you. And then releasing when you're done. And this time take a little windshield wiper side to side with the lower legs. Releasing the back. And then press back to child's pose. Spreading your back. Let's come up onto hands and knees, and we'll get set up for thread the needle twist. If you want to pad your knees, you're welcome to put a little something under them. From tabletop, lift the left arm up, take it as high up as you can. Curl from fingertips down, thread it through, and keep going until you come onto your shoulder and side of your head. And then you can push your right hand into the floor or into your bottom forearm to open through the top shoulder, or there's lots of other variations. See what you feel here, what you notice, what's interesting. And then release, unwind. Come back to table, back to neutral. You can take a few rolls through the spine or any other movement that helps you release what you just did. And get ready for the other side. Coming to neutral, take the right arm up as high up as you can, and then curl from fingertips down, thread it through, and keep going until you come onto your shoulder and side of your head. One more breath here. Let's release, unwind, back to neutral, table, take a few rolls through the spine. Any other movement, front to back, side to side. And then back through down dog. Let's get set up for a pigeon pose on the right side. So you can slide your right knee forward. Scoot back through the left leg. Help the hips get as low as they'll go. And see if any support is useful if you want to prop up the hips or put something under your chest or forehead. Take your time. And then every exhale is an invitation to release. Let's take our time releasing. Slowly bringing the upper body back up. Move any props that are in your way so that you can lean to the right. Bring the left leg around to the front And then shift over onto the left hip and send the right leg back, making whatever adjustments you might need to come into pigeon on the left side, finding the angle that feels right, any support you need. And continue to fine-tune in all the ways that might not even have language about it. You don't have to have words for what you're doing. You can explore each little adjustment or shift of weight, having a different experience. Every single breath can be an opportunity to expand, lengthen, open, finding spaciousness as you inhale. Every exhale, grounding, releasing, letting go. Let's bring the upper body back up. Take your time. Each movement is a whole different world to explore. You can move anything out from under your left hip, so you can lean to the left. Bring the right leg around. Right foot to the outside of the left knee, setting up for seated spinal twist. You can do this with the bottom leg straight or bent. Feel free to try both and do the one that works best for you. Right hand to the floor behind you, left arm either hugs the knee or hooks to the outside of the knee. As you inhale, sit tall. Exhale, rotate. Breath by breath, see what's possible. A little more height, a little deeper twist. One more breath here. Let's release, unwind, and switch. Bottom leg can be straight or bent. Left hand to the floor behind you, right arm hugs or hooks. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, rotate. And then breath by breath, a little more height, a little deeper twist. Last breath here. Unwind. And let's come back onto our backs. You can bring your knees to your chest. Take a circle or rock with your knees, massaging the lower back and sacrum into the floor. And then drop your feet to the floor. We'll get set up for bridge. Feet hip width apart, parallel. Press your feet down. Lift your hips up. Once your hips are high enough, interlace your fingers behind your back. You can kind of rock side to side. Shrug your shoulders underneath you. Spread your upper back and lower back away from one another. Take your arms out of your way, roll down, and rest. If you feel like coming up again, come up again. Take another bridge or any other back bend. Could be half wheel, full wheel, supported bridge, any other arm or leg variation you know or want to try. If you don't feel like coming up again, just enjoy the rest. We are moving towards the end of class, so this is a good time to listen to your body, give yourself what you need, or be in the practice of figuring out what that is. So you can start by just asking, what do I need? What do I feel like? What do I want? If something comes to you clearly, do that. You might take a little counter stretch after those back bends, maybe happy baby or a twist or a forward fold. Maybe you want to take an inversion, maybe a restorative pose. Maybe there's a part of your body that needs a little something. Does not have to be anything anyone taught you, doesn't have to be a yoga pose. Each time you finish something, just ask again, what's needed now? And when nothing else is needed, you can start getting comfortable in your final resting pose. Maybe you want to adjust your clothing or grab some props for that, or do a little self-massage. Eventually settling into a symmetrical, relaxed position. And give yourself all the time you need to settle in. Letting go of any doing, any agenda. Slowly begin to wiggle your fingers and toes, gently waking your body up again. And let this movement increase gradually through your wrists and ankles. Eventually stretching out long through your arms and legs. When you're ready, bring your knees in. Roll to one side, pausing there for a moment. Use your hands to help you up to sitting. We'll bring hands together at the heart. And just take a moment to silently thank yourself for your practice. You might let that gratitude expand out to the people and circumstances that make it possible for you to be here. All the known and unknown support we are each receiving. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. Thanks so much for joining me today.